Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by telling you a simple truth. Your energy is your power. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not just talent or opportunity. It is how they use their energy. Energy is life. Where you invest it determines your future. But if you waste it, you will find yourself drained, frustrated, and unfulfilled. Today, I want to share with you 3 places you should never waste your energy because your destiny is too important and your purpose is too great to be distracted. Life is a series of battles, but not every battle is worth fighting. One of the greatest tragedies in life is to spend your strength on conflicts that do not contribute to your destiny. Many people today are exhausted, not because they are working hard toward their purpose, but because they are constantly engaging in battles that drain their energy, steal their peace, and add no value to their lives. Let me tell you a truth that will set you free. You do not have to attend every argument you are invited to. Just because someone provokes you does not mean you must respond. Just because someone criticizes you does not mean you must defend yourself. Some battles are distractions, designed to pull you away from your purpose and consume your energy on things that do not matter. Think about David before he became king. When he arrived at the battlefield to bring food to his brothers, his eldest brother Eliab insulted him. He mocked him, questioned his motives, and tried to pull him into a personal argument. But David did something powerful. He turned away. He knew that his real battle was not with his brother, but with Goliath. If David had wasted his energy arguing with Eliab, he might have never had the strength to face Goliath. Many people are losing their real battles because they are too busy fighting the wrong ones. Some of you are fighting to prove yourself to people who will never recognize your worth. You waste your energy trying to convince critics who have already made up their minds about you. You battle against rumors, lies, and opinions that do not define you. But let me ask you, what will you gain if you win these battles? If proving yourself right does not move you forward in life, then why waste your strength? Wisdom is knowing which battles to walk away from. Then there are emotional battles, the fights you have with yourself. You are wrestling with past mistakes, arguing with memories, debating with your own insecurities. You spend nights replaying conversations, reliving moments, and regretting words spoken in anger. But what is the result? Do these battles bring you peace? No. They drain you. They paralyze you. They keep you stuck in the past while life moves forward without you. There are also relational battles, conflicts with friends, family, and coworkers that consume your mind and heart. Some disagreements are necessary, but many are just distractions. There are people who argue for the sake of arguing. There are those who stir up drama because they thrive on conflict. If you are not careful, you will spend your days entangled in endless disputes that lead nowhere. You will win arguments but lose peace. You will prove a point but lose relationships. You will spend your time fighting over things that, in the grand scheme of life, do not matter. And then there are social battles, fighting for the approval of others, trying to fit in, and exhausting yourself to be accepted. Some people spend their entire lives trying to prove that they belong, that they are successful, that they are worthy. They battle against comparison, jealousy, and unrealistic expectations. But the truth is, no matter how hard you fight, you will never satisfy everyone. There will always be someone who disapproves, someone who doubts you, someone who believes you are not good enough. So why waste your energy? Live your life, pursue your purpose, focus on the battles that actually shape your future. The most successful people in life are not those who fight every battle. They are those who choose their battles wisely. They understand that their energy is limited, and they refuse to waste it on meaningless conflicts. Instead, they channel their strength into things that truly matter, building their vision, growing their character, and fulfilling their destiny. You must learn to do the same. Life is full of battles, but wisdom teaches us that not every battle is worth fighting. Many people waste their time, energy, and emotional strength on conflicts that do not contribute to their growth, their destiny, or their well-being. These unnecessary battles drain strength, steal peace, and rob people of opportunities to invest in things that truly matter. One of the most common ways people waste their energy is by fighting battles of ego and pride. Some people argue just to prove they are right. They feel the need to respond to every insult, to correct every misunderstanding, and to challenge every opinion that contradicts theirs. But what do they gain? What does proving a point accomplish if it does not move you forward in life? There are countless individuals today who are emotionally exhausted not because of hard work or meaningful struggles, but because they have entangled themselves in endless debates, pointless quarrels, and unnecessary conflicts that add no value to their journey. History has shown us that some of the greatest leaders, innovators, and visionaries did not waste their time engaging in meaningless battles. They understood that fighting every fight is a distraction from fulfilling their purpose. They knew that their energy was better spent on building rather than arguing. The problem with fighting every battle is that it depletes the strength you need for the battles that truly matter. Consider the story of Nehemiah. When he was rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem, he faced opposition from people who wanted to distract him from his mission. They mocked him, ridiculed his work, and tried to lure him into pointless arguments. But Nehemiah refused to come down from his assignment to engage in meaningless battles. He understood that his energy was needed for construction, not for confrontation. Many people today need to learn this lesson. When you are busy building, you don't have time for unnecessary battles. There are also people who waste their energy fighting for acceptance and validation. They struggle to prove their worth to people who do not even care about them. They fight to gain approval from critics who will never be satisfied. No matter what they do, they always feel the need to justify their decisions, defend their choices, and explain themselves to people who have already made up their minds about them. But this is a battle that can never be won. Some people will never accept you, no matter what you do. Some will always find something to criticize. Some will never be satisfied, no matter how much you try to please them. There are also battles that come from past wounds and regrets. Some people are constantly fighting with themselves, wrestling with memories, debating with their own conscience over mistakes they cannot undo. They waste their emotional energy replaying past failures, reliving old hurts, and arguing with their own history. But no amount of regret can rewrite the past. The more energy you spend fighting a battle that has already been decided, the less strength you have to embrace the future. Another kind of battle that drains people is the fight for control. The battle to control people, circumstances, and outcomes. Some individuals waste their strength trying to manipulate situations that are beyond their power. They argue over things they cannot change. They become frustrated when people do not behave the way they expect. There are also social and political battles that consume people's lives. Some individuals spend hours arguing over issues that do not directly impact them. They engage in endless debates about matters they have no influence over. They fight for opinions that will change nothing in their personal lives. They waste time and emotional energy on discussions that only bring division, frustration, and negativity into their minds. And at the end of the day, after all the arguments, nothing has changed, except that they are more exhausted, more bitter, and more distracted from what truly matters. Then there are relationship battles, conflicts between friends, family members, and colleagues that are fueled by misunderstanding, pride, and a refusal to let go of grudges. Some people are always in conflict with someone. They take offense at every little thing, they hold on to past arguments, and they refuse to walk away from unnecessary drama. They waste their time explaining, defending, and retaliating instead of simply letting things go. But the reality is that some battles in relationships are not worth fighting. Some arguments do not need to be won. They need to be ignored. Some people do not need to be confronted. They need to be released. Many people also fight imaginary battles, battles in their own minds. They are constantly at war with their thoughts, worrying about things that have not happened, fearing outcomes that may never come, and stressing over problems that are not even real. They spend so much energy battling imaginary enemies that they have no strength left for the real challenges of life. Anxiety, fear, and overthinking drain more energy than any physical work ever could. Another battle that drains people is the fight for revenge and retaliation. Some individuals waste their lives trying to get even. They hold on to grudges, plan their responses, and look for opportunities to prove a point. But bitterness is a battle that never ends. It keeps you trapped in a cycle of anger and resentment that only harms you. Instead of focusing on building your future, you become consumed with settling old scores. And in the end, even if you win, you still lose, because you have wasted precious time and energy on something that does not add value to your life. Then there are the petty battles, arguments over things that do not matter in the grand scheme of life. Some people spend hours debating over opinions, defending small preferences, and insisting on being right about minor issues. They waste their strength on trivial matters while neglecting the bigger picture. They are distracted by small conflicts while missing the greater opportunities that life is presenting to them. Some battles are simply designed to drain you. There are people and situations that exist just to consume your energy without giving anything in return. There are arguments that will only leave you frustrated. There are debates that will never lead to understanding. There are conflicts that will never produce peace. And the more you engage in these battles, the weaker you become. Life is too short, and your energy is too valuable to waste it on meaningless fights. Instead of engaging in every battle that comes your way, focus on the ones that truly matter. Battles that shape your destiny, build your character, and lead you toward your purpose. There is a silent thief that has robbed many people of their joy, peace, and progress. It is not an enemy they can see or touch, yet it has held them captive for years. This thief is the past. Memories of failures, mistakes, regrets, and painful experiences that continue to replay in the minds of many, keeping them bound in a cycle of sorrow and stagnation. The past has a way of whispering reminders of what went wrong, what should have been done differently, and what opportunities were lost. Some people find themselves trapped, not because life has not moved forward, but because their minds have not. Their bodies are in the present, but their thoughts remain stuck in yesterday. They relive past failures, rehearse old disappointments, and dwell on decisions they can no longer change. This mental and emotional battle drains energy, clouds judgment, and hinders progress.